Hi there, Susan for SusanWinter.net. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. I have a question and answer today that I think is interesting. It is from Beauty Means. Beauty Means writes, "Hi Susan, I always benefit from your advice. Thank you so much. I have a question. Can a relationship be successful if the partners have different interests and the woman is of a much better education than the man?" Okay, so this could be gender neutral, okay? Uh, what we're talking about is how much of a difference can we have between both partners, right? So here's my take on this, and I think this will help you a lot. I'm going to first answer the question in the gender that you've wanted, women, okay? If you're a woman and you have more chips on the table than your guy, so what? So what? Doesn't mean it can't work. You know, we are now entering a time period where women have access to the entire game board, not only financial, but also social status. We no longer need to partner with a man that has everything because we couldn't get it other than to be with him. So one of the great luxuries that women now have is the ability to share whatever they have earned with the partner. And the burden doesn't always have to be on the man. So if you have a better education than your partner, if you have more chips on the table as far as finances or status or anything else, it shouldn't matter to you. What you do need in every relationship, though, is you need enough commonality to unite you with your partner and enough that is different to make it exciting. Remember, you think you want a version of yourself. Everybody thinks if I could just date myself, that would be awesome, but you'd actually be bored dating yourself and you wouldn't like it. One, you wouldn't grow. Two, you know everything. You can't learn, you can't be challenged. So the excitement of a relationship is to have somebody that expands our knowledge, that has an interest that we don't have. You don't have to do everything the same way, but you should have some things, hobbies or activities, mutual passions that you both enjoy, because that is a unification pattern. Now, let's take it out of the gender for women with guys and let's put it overall on the relationship board. You are going to find that you need to create a third thing with your partner. No matter where your partner comes from, you will need to have a passion that is united with your partner, because it's not enough to just have your passions and they have their passions. If you don't have a common passion, you need to find one, because this keeps relationships alive and growing. Now, in the time period, of my mother's generation, these were ladies who were social secretaries to their husbands, and their job was to look beautiful, be a great hostess, junior league, entertaining, and many of these ladies took up playing golf. Now, that wouldn't have been something they would have done, but they learned to do it to participate with their husband. That's old school. But nowadays, look at your mate and think, what can I learn from you? What can I learn? And this kind of leaks over into the education question that you've asked. Listen, it doesn't, we don't want to have an unrealistic expectation as to what a mate is supposed to provide, okay? We are here to discover fullness and value in our own lives. A mate is a person. They're a human being. They are not magical creatures. They are not an ATM machine. They are not a genie that fulfills all of our wishes. They're a human being, and they have their limitations. To expect that our partner provide everything for us is unrealistic. We will always be left feeling like we're holding the short end of the stick, because no one person can be everything for another person. So when you have differences, the best I can tell you Beauty Means is to look for the commonality that you have and understand that you can supplement what you don't get from your mate, who doesn't have to be the fountain of all things. Get it from your colleagues and your friends. I mean, women have known for generations, if not centuries, if they want to have a really intensive, intimate conversation, they're probably going to talk to their girlfriends. They're not going to take their husband aside and do that. It's not that they can't, but we need to have outside resources, people, interests, things that stimulate us, that fulfill us. And what we ask of our mate is to stand by our side and to walk with us, to hold our hand as we go through life, that we will be there for them and they will be there for us. But we are not asking our mate to be everything that we don't have, to import all things that we cannot acquire. It's not their job, and it's not a possibility. That lives in the realm of fantasy. And as long as we're creating real relationships in the real world, I think it's time that we get an accurate assessment as to what we should be expecting from our mate. We should be expecting partnership, honesty, loyalty, faithfulness, kindness, sensitivity, thoughtfulness. These are things that we're looking for, right? So I hope that answers your question, Beauty Means. Thank you so much for giving me some great content to talk about today. I hope this helps you. Thank you, all of you that have written and given me these suggestions. I love answering these because this is a question I may not have thought of. And only because you brought it up can I address a wider audience, because for every one person, there are hundreds, if not thousands, that are thinking the same thing. Thank you very much. You're welcome to come to my website, susanwinter.net, look at my consultation packages, subscribe to this station if you haven't already, and thank you very much for your time.